Substitution. Bobby Portis. Kevin Porter Jr.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Okongwu. The kick out to Young. Johnson outside. Daniels with it. Lillard picks him up. Just 5 on the clock. Young, no good.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
High post Johnson. He's got 5. To stop the drought. To the inside. And stolen by Portis. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Substitution on the court.
The Hawks trail by 9. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
What a great touch on that shot from LeVert. Even the foul can't interrupt the rhythm of his mechanics.
.40 seconds left for the third. Lillard outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. I mean, he has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, to have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist and it being game time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
Here's Prince. Count it. Prince has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Okongwu. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
On the wing, Green. Here's Rollins. And slam dunk by Rollins.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And here's Young from the arc. It's rebounded by Portis.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Green missing. The Hawks trail by 12. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Young. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And the basket is good.
Timeout.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
It's time for some teasers.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Young outside. Johnson outside. And the three off target.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
The Hawks trail by 14. Aston Yang. Off target from three-point range.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
When they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
That'll be a 5-second call.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Young outside. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Bucket is good.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
And he commits the intentional foul. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And anytime you go cross-court, there's some risk involved. Not at all surprised that one was stolen. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Team sport.
Bucks leading by 10. So they foul intentionally.
Trae Young. 8 seconds. Team split. At the line for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Of course, one of the league's best scorers. Giannis poised to be one of the game's all-time best.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Atlanta with the ball. It's Young on the wing. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Team is in the middle. At the line for the Bucks. Torian Prince.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both. The Hawks trail by 13. Young for 3. Kuzma pulls it in. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And when you look at the career of
Just more than rap, this that project.
Work in NBA 2K, and I can be the first to tell you all, there's some serious competition out there.
Definitely serious competition, and the person who did the best and really defeated all the competition was Chop. Congratulations, Chop, for being the 2K TV award winner for The Rec. Well, how does that feel for you?
It feels amazing. I've been a big fan of you guys, LB, everybody. So I just really want to shout out my team, everybody that I played with this season. Even the Rec Randoms. You know, I was bowling in the Rec Randoms for the majority of the time.
So you've taken a lot of wins home in this mode. What are some of the keys to success?
When I run my team, we run like a specific style of offense, a lot of mid-ranges, a lot of fades. And just everybody working as a team just as best as possible. I've been playing 2K my whole life. We kind of run our offense kind of like OKC and just everybody switching around. I feel like I did a good job being the #1 option on my team. You know, everybody just did their part.
And as the winner of this award, you win a copy of 2K26 and VC for both 2K25 and 2K26 plus more. How are you feeling about those awards?
I feel amazing. I feel blessed.
You talk about your teammates a lot. Do you want to give a shout out to any of them right now?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my homie, Endless Logic. He was like my road dog throughout the whole year. Shifty. Anytime he got out of school, you know, he always texts my phone. And just my homies that I went to school with back at Eastern Senior High School, I still found time to run with them anytime I got a chance to.
What advice would you give to players that want to come into the Rec and play?
Just be smart. A lot of people, they probably don't know the fundamental part of basketball. So if you don't, and you're a Rec Random, you know, just try to communicate. Don't be scared to cut your mic on if you got a mic. Play defense. We will find a way to score. I got some scores around me, trust me.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear, too. That's why I tell my team every night when I'm scoring the rock, play some defense, and we'll be up by 30. All right, Chop, so to get a lot of wins in the Rec, you have to have some nice builds. So what are you usually running with out there?
I like to run, like, tall guard builds, so, like, anywhere from, like, 6'6" to 6'8".
Lost my all and I got it back. That's my hustle and ambition. Never lose sight on the path. I had a ton of my vision.
This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Boy, Halliburton going downhill on the attack. So few guys can stay in front of him.
Lillard looking around. Oh, and Turner with a block. Siakam outside. Over Prince. Siakam, that's good.
Now this guy continues to build his offensive skill set. Pascal Siakam with the mid-range jumper.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Now here's Halliburton. Last game for him, he had 14. Turner, no good.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo for three. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Pass to Nesmith. Siakam outside. Rebounded by Kuzma. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Bucks. They trail by one. Knocked loose. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Prince. Pass to Lopez. Now Kuzma, defended by Halliburton. And Aaron Nesmith picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Kuzma. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
No good on the free throw. That one drops. He ties it. Up. Doris, we know how big fashion is in today's NBA. Perhaps no one showcases this more than Kyle Kuzma.
And you can tell, BA, Kuz definitely has some fun with some of the outfit choices. He does not mind causing a stir on social media, and he does not mind pushing boundaries. Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And the regular season is almost over, Doris. What are you honed in on tonight?
I think, Brian, whether we're talking about pre-All-Star break where things can get a little wonky or maybe the start of the season, to me, the best teams, regardless of the time of the year it is, they are focused on staying true to their habits and remaining competitively tough. Because I don't care if you're playing guys outside the rotation that are normal. Those guys have got to bring great effort. The standard should be met nightly regardless of the circumstance.
Damian Lillard. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, BA, how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
Bryant with the bucket.
Boy, no hesitation whatsoever. Thomas Bryant and catch and shoot. Go ahead, sir.
Pass to Portis from the arc. They get the rebound. Out to the right wing. To the wing, right side. Here's the three. And they recover it. Back to Lillard.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Portis outside. Knocks down the long J.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Mathurin. Pass to Turner. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
At the line for Indiana.
The definition of a stretch 5, Doris. Myles Turner. He's led the league in blocks, and he can hit a 3.
And it's such a valuable asset for this basketball team. When Turner is on the floor, you've got to be aware of where he is in range, and then Myles is going to protect the rim with the absolute best of them.
And he sinks the second. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul, and it's going to be a transition take foul. Indiana shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Yeah, just some missed opportunities at the stripe. Unfortunate.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. There's a screen by Turner. Here's McConnell. Giannis with the rebound. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. It's a tie game in Indiana. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
16.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Now Turner puts up a 3. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Halliburton. There's a screen by Turner. Oh! taking the contact. Halliburton.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Up top, Porter, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Second shot opportunity. Indiana with a rebound. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
As they say, live by the three, die by the three. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The three ball, too critical in today's NBA.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Next answer.
Teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Bucks trail by 4. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, "It's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us." Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Turner for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Turner's got 6 points in the quarter. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Trent on the wing. No points yet. Can they get it?
And this is why this team considers Turner a defensive stalwart. Long arms, quick feet, the ability to contest shooters. Really good defense.
And certain guys are just solid with what they do. Doris, I think that applies to Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, I think it does, B.A., because whenever he's out there, there's the steadying presence he brings. And that is while competing at a high level on the defensive end. His competitive toughness might be his best attribute.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. 9-point game. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
Pass to Walker. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Now here's Bryant. Outside Walker. And here's Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Obi Toppin is a showman. Put him near the cup and watch what happens.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Lopez.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. Back to Antetokounmpo to win the drought. Oh, Siakam with the block.
Now that size and length, Pascal Siakam says, not now, not here.
Nice shot by Walker.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Lopez can't hit.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
He can't get it to go. Walker with some nice D. Siakam the screen. And then Siakam with the jam.
You have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it to good use.
It's stolen by Halliburton. From downtown, it's Milwaukee with a rebound. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season.
They took the season series against this opponent last year. High-profile games are the best.
You know, could have gone to the rack for the throwdown, but opts for the soft, smooth finger roll. I love it.
Halliburton. Giannis with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now.
Halliburton surveys the floor. Yeah, that one's good. Halliburton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, momentum on the drive. Halliburton pushes his way through the defense. Nice.
Pass to Prince. Takes a three. That one no good. And so it's the Indiana Pacers in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be back in a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by McConnell.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Bucks trail by 16. Here's Lillard. What a tough shot by Dave.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish? Wow.
Tries the spin move. McConnell outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. For three, here's Lillard. The rebound by Nembhard. Pacers leading by 14. Now here's Turner. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
McConnell with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Here's Mathurin. Outside for McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. The three ball. Damian Lillard with the rebound. Bucks trail by 14. Doris, no secret how talented the international players are in the NBA, especially those from Canada.
Yeah, we've seen a number of Canadians come in and have a high level of impact for their team. For Mathurin, think about his availability his rookie year, played in almost every game, and this guy is a legit scorer at this level.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Here's McConnell. And that one drops for him. And the Pacers lead by 14.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge. Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
So turning the temperature up. Let's dance.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Halliburton outside. The three. Ooh, a long-range missile from Halliburton.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Lillard can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 14. Siakam with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up. Outside Mathurin.
2 minutes remaining in the
pass to Bryant. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Kuzma down low. Siakam pulls down the board. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton misses.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
In for the Bucks, Kevin Porter Jr., Bobby Portis.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Halliburton with the ball. 13 points in the game. Yep, that one's good.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
It's stolen by Halliburton. It's an even 3-on-3 break. A deep three. Neesmith's shot is off.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Outside Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Tries again. That's short off the rim. Pacers leading by 16. And Antetokounmpo over to help. Here's Siakam. And there's the drive. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
You see the relentless nature when Pascal Siakam decides to put it on the deck and drive it. That is sweet.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. So we'll see Giannis Antetokounmpo go to the line here. It's going to be on Thomas Bryant. That one misses for Antetokounmpo. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Kevin Porter Jr., 2 shots.
That's good from Porter.
The last pick of the first round in 2019, Porter Jr. plays with a chip on his shoulder. I love the competitive attitude.
11 seconds left in the third quarter. Toppin outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Indiana Pacers going into the break up 12. They hold a real solid lead. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Pacers leading by 12. McConnell with it. Portis picks him up. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
The Bucks trail by 13. Portis outside. Pass to Green. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. And the Pacers making a change here.
Number 2, Andrew Nembhard.
That's tipped. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his third foul so far.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Nembhard. Antetokounmpo with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee on D, trailing by 13. Pass to Shepherd. Now here's Nembhard. He's guarded by Porter.
Get there, get there.
5 to shoot. Toppin with it. Up and over Porter. Toppin's shot is off. Here's Porter. And here's Portis. Lays it up and banks it in.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by this staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Making a switch here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Rollins. Going inside.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Halliburton nails the three.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
It's Lillard with the drive. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They led by as many as 18. Right wing. Back to Halliburton. They double team Halliburton. And here's Toppin from the arc. He can't hit that time. The Bucks trail by 15. Lillard left side. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
There's Nesmith with the three. That shot is off. And here's Milwaukee now. Pass to Prince. Here's Portis. The jumper from the wing off target. Indiana leading by 13. Now here's Halliburton. There's Nesmith with the three. He drops it from range. Nesmith's got his first 3 points of the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Porter. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And the Bucks miss again. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 16-point lead. Pass to Toppin. Nembhard outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
The shot. It's Kuzma with the miss. And so it's Indiana with it. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Toppin outside. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Brook Lopez.
It's always fun to watch a young player like Obi Toppin adapt to the league. He has done a really good job rising to the challenge of NBA-level play.
Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers. They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Pacers.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And so they powered through to their 51st win of the year. And what a huge performance it was for Tyrese Halliburton.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Pass to Siakam. There's the three. Giannis with the rebound. And the Bucks with possession. It's a 16-point game. 16 feet out. Here's Lopez. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Now Halliburton. Nembhard outside. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. And the Pacers lead by 17.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Halliburton left side. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Yeah, looking like a veteran running the screen and roll. Halliburton understands how to break down defenses.
Kevin Porter Jr. for three.
An open look for Toppin. And it's Indiana scoring again. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure.
Keeping it tight, tricks.